What's good, people? I'm Winston. Welcome back to another video. Today I have a DIY. So let's check it out. If I can remember the button. There we go.
Happy New Year. It's January 1st, 2025. Welcome to Kai Nani Fishing.
Kai Nani.
Kaleo Ko'ui Noa. My name is Shannon, and today I'm going to be tying up a bunch of sabikis in preparation for going out tomorrow, hopefully for a catch and cook. So these are very quick, very effective rigs. I've caught more species of fish and more quantities of fish using this setup than any other rig or bait. And I'd like to share that with you right now. So let me get set up here. All right. So here are the items that we're going to be using today. A lot of times I repurpose the hooks from the previous fishing session, and I don't think the fish seem to mind at all. So years ago, I had an old Filipino guy on the pier when I was pier fishing quite a bit. He taught me how to tie a sabiki, and I'll always be grateful to him because it changed everything for me. So I tied them kind of like I was tying a trout fly, and it was tedious, but really satisfying. But over the years, I've refined things and simplified things. So here I have this flashing, this little hook right here, and all I do, okay, this is how simple it is.
My boy out of
Wind it up
frame.
like this, wind.
He was out
You
of
see that?
frame with it.
Wind up the shaft, wind back down the shaft, and pinch it. Take the super glue, and this is where things got really easy for me this year. A little dab of super glue. That's
So what I'm thinking happened right there. I'm thinking he took the wire, the string, and laid it vertically with the hook and held it on one side and twisted it down. I think that's what's happening. But he had it out of frame, so I don't know.
it. And while that super glue is still wet, I put a little dab of nail polish on there. All right. Cool thing about this method is it's quick. You can pump out several different colors in one sitting. Be done in about 15 minutes. And so I'm just going to trim this down like about that long. And there it is. I'm going to put this in this little lip right here to dry. Oops, it smeared a little bit. Darn it.
Show me the bowl, man. I'm trying to see the sabiki up close.
Try to reset that. So this color seems to work really good for catching mackerel, bonito.
He made that in like 2 minutes, so less than 2 minutes. So this is, yeah, I'm glad he's doing another one.
And calico bass like this color too. So I used the red nail polish, or pink in this case, and yellow acrylic yarn, or this kind of yellow vertically. Gold flashing right here.
Parallel
up the shaft, wind it back down.
Yep. Okay.
And doesn't need to be a lot of flash on there. I found sometimes too much flash.
I'm assuming why fish probably like it is because when they move in the water, one, it probably looks like a worm, but two, because of the color on it, the little sparkles, when it's moving, it's probably reflecting light. So it's probably just, it's an extreme attraction to the fish.
Doesn't work as good as effectively as just a minimal amount of flashing. I don't know, maybe it's the action. So again, There we go. I'm going to do this. A little dab of that on there. Come on. Cool thing about doing this method is it's quick, it's effective,
cheap,
and I'm not so heartbroken when I break off because it was so fast to make. Whereas the fly tying method was a little bit more tedious and a little bit more involved, and it used to really tick me off when I'd break off and snag into something. So anyway, I hope this helps. I'm going to tie the rest of these here, and then follow up here in just a minute. There they are. The hooks are drying. Okay, so I got some 20-pound cheap fluoro, and I use 20-pound because I get tired of these things breaking off on me. I have, and fish, where I fish, they don't seem to care. They're not that finicky, but when it matters, I have some 4-pound ultra clear line, but I'm 56 years old, and when I'm tying dropper loops and knots and that stuff, I can't even see the line. It's so clear. So here's a tie a loop on this end. I just clip that into the swivel, and I don't know where my nail clippers are, so I'm just going to use these scissors, trim it clean. I measure about that much. Do a quick little dropper loop, and
twisting it.
there. That 4-pound line, that 6-pound line. This process is almost impossible for me now. My dexterity is nothing like it was when I was younger. So here I'm gonna be right back. In my teeth, rub it, wet it, and sure is harder to do this when I'm talking to a camera. But so tie a little dropper loop, repeat that process 3 more times. I'm gonna tie another loop on the other end. And the loop on the other end, I'm going to tie a little bit larger, and I just slip that through the eye of the weight for a quick weight change. So that's basically it. And I will see you folks tomorrow on the water, and I'm hoping that we'll get a catch and a cook tomorrow out of this. So, all right. That's my dog over there chasing the squirrels. That's Bowie. Bowie, say hi.
What's up, Chloe? Nice looking dog.
Okay, so I've tied 2 lines, 3 dropper loops each. So I have a larger loop on one end to slip through the weight. It's simple. I mean, I've tied these with swivels, and that looks nice. This is easy, cheap, and simple. And usually simple is pretty effective. I have 3 loops. I've tied anywhere from 1 to, I don't know, I think I've gone up to 7 loops and 7 hooks on the line, but I find that 3 to 5 is good for me because it means I spend less time untangling fish and untangling hooks on each drop. And 3 hookups on one line is plenty. So I'm going to
Let me know in the comments if you made it this far. Let me know in the comments. Do you think this is a effective method for fishing? Let me know in the comments.
thread these hooks, and just sent a text to my nephew. Hopefully he'll be able to go out there. So be nice, but if not, it'll be another time. There we go, just like so. Super simple. Look at that. Okay, and I'll trim this up, make it a little bit more clean. I've spent a whole lot more time on the details on these, putting little eyes and putting beads and other little flashy accoutrements. But
Accoutrement. What's accoutrement? Can somebody let me know in the comments? What's accoutrement? A gidget?
this setup right here, this simple little setup, is hooked just as many fish as those ones where I've spent more time working on the details. And oh, look at the birds. They're eating the worms. So anyway, I'll see you guys out in the water, and I hope you enjoyed this video.
Oh man, I thought he was gonna hook us up and show us his fishing expedition with the Sabiki, with the Sabiki rig, my bad, Sabiki rig and dropper loop. Let's see that it's coming. This video has 22 likes, 1,500 views already, and no comments. What? 1.5K views and no comments? What's going on? Hey man. I'll be the first person to leave a comment for sure, for sure. I think it was an insightful video. Let's go check out Kai Nani Fishing. Check out their page. Check out the page. So this page has 153 subscribers and 77 videos. What the channel is about is in the name already. So let me fix this. It's in the title, so we ain't got to guess what it's about. And even with the sunset picture and the sunset background, I think it can be worked on. I think you can definitely add a logo or a name on the picture or something, just to give you a brand. But other than that, I think it's pretty cool for a fishing page. Let's check out this. Ooh, this is a long one, huh? Okay. Follow our adventures in fishing and exploration. If you want to check this out, press pause. I think the first line was more than enough, and these are the spoils, the extra. Let's go to the video. Check out their videos. 77 videos. I only see 10. They must do shorts. Yeah, they do shorts. They do shorts. I don't really review shorts, but shorts are hit and miss, and theirs are doing well. They got a couple doing over 1,000. Keep doing what you're doing on shorts for sure, for sure. But let's get back to these videos. So, 10 videos, and the first thing I noticed is your best video, most viewed video, is your DIY video, and I'm looking at the titles of all your other videos. Besides the titles themselves, which could definitely use some work, um, that's your only DIY video. The rest of your videos, I guess, just vlogs or daily videos. That tells me right off the back that what you know is gonna get you the results that you want for your channel. So more than likely, sticking to DIY videos and showing people more tricks about life at sea or fishing in specific, what is what your channel is about. It can probably garner you more views. People are always interested in how people do things in other parts of the world. So I say definitely look into that lane. And then even with your instructional video, I thought it was actually very simple, very straight to the point, very easy to figure out. I mean, I know what you had. I can go to any Home Depot, any tackle store, any fishing store, and get the tools that you had, right? But I think you could, take it another level for people who need, better visuals. So, um, maybe a list next time. Like if you were trying to update the visuals, maybe add a list in the video of all the materials that somebody would need if they want to make a sabiki hook, where they can get it from. Could even add to your video. And then more specifically in that video, I think what you could have done was shown us the sabiki hook in action, or your very next video should have been, you finally using the sabiki hooks. And that would have drawn 1,500 people who watched this video. It would have drawn them to your next video because they want to see if the hooks actually worked. Maybe that was your next video. Though this one says first trip out in 2025. Maybe you did use the sabiki hook in this video, but we'll never know. So in my mind, I don't know to go to this video and look to see if the hook that you used in the last video actually worked. So follow up could be, another thing that you can take and add to your repertoire when making these videos. And then the titles definitely could use some work. Usually it looks like a bunch of catch and cooks. I say if you go outside of the DIY realm and you want to vlog your fishing trips, right? Usually when you go out on a boat or if you decide to go out for the day, go out to sea for the day, you usually have a mission in mind or you got a couple things that you're going to do. You don't have to film all those things in one video. You can take one of those things and make a video about it. So if it's getting the boat ready to go on a trip, that's a video. It's getting the materials to get the boat ready. That's a video. Getting buying prepping my fishing gear to go out the next day. That's a video. You can break down each step of what you do on a regular basis and make a video about it, make an instructional video about it, like you did with the DIY, and you'll draw in viewers. Now, in between those DIYs, you drop one or two regular everyday vlogs if you still want to be personal. I think if you take those tips, um, and you keep dropping videos, because your last video was 11 days ago. I might watch it later because it looks like you got some nice fish on there, and I like fishing. Um, I definitely might check that out later on. I think I think what you have right now is pretty gold. I think you have a chance to do something pretty extraordinary with your channel. Fishing is going to be around forever. It's been around forever, and we're always interested. I'm always interested in how people are doing stuff in other sides of the world. And you teach a man to fish, he'll eat forever. That is a true statement. So I hope this helps. I hope you got something from this. I love the video. I enjoyed it. I definitely got some tips now for when I go fishing. I'm gonna get out there one day. I might make a vlog out of it, not for the channel, but I might do something. Let me know down in the comments. Let me know down in the comments. What did you think about this video? And make sure you like this video. Make sure you share this video. We got to get the views up. I'm trying to get. I want to help small YouTubers grow. I want people to know that this is a safe place to come. I might talk a little trash every now and then, but my overall goal is to give people tips about what they can do to take their videos to the next level. And because, that's what I want to do. Other than that, I'm Winston. I appreciate y'all for stopping by. I'm gone.